Oh god, my green screen's gone all funny again. No. Lighting has changed. There we go. That should do it, I think. I think that should do it. I do. Press any button. Oh, we don't have... What have we signed out? Change that one. Oh, music! One, two. One, two. Game sounds really loud to me. Game sounds really loud to me. I think that should be better. I think that should be better. Hey Dan. Da da da. Hey Dan. Da da da. Okay, ducks. Oh, we got a book. We got a book, see. Ah, okay.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that.
Oh, don't be sorry.
I'm just going to start at the beginning. With the house.
A house? Da 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 da. Whatever will be, will be. Just waiting for jam and cake.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Half the rooms? Ah, little tower.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Oh dear.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
No, your brother. Oh, hello. You know, creepies.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
I got
Maybe
a key.
She thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
You got a mystery key. Oh, hang on, I'm just walking into things.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
Hoof prints? Oh, hello. Oh, he fucked off. He did the fuckings off.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Ain't no secrets. Da da da.
The house was exactly like I remembered it. the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Oh, nice big house.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Where have we got the van?
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh. Might just straight down, isn't it? Goes there. Ah, there's another door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left.
Ooh, look, a boom boom. Yeah, you got a boom boom in it. Oh, no food. No rice jam.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
I never understood, like, you know, some places you see this, like in some films and stuff, is the house is like abandoned, but all the shit is just left there.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Meow. There's a lot of salmon there.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
No, I would have thought, if that even been so empty for a long time, then like it'd be all mouldy.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Okay, wheelchair just left there.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Fucking TV and everything
Even
left
the
there.
fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh, sank. Oh, looks like family photos left on the wall. Hello. Ding ding ding.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
No, it's not in there. Ooh.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Yeah, it looks like everything.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Looks dodgy. Spongy, sticky, foamy stuff. What? Stair lift?
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Who's Edie?
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Ooh. Ooh, padlock.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Hey, dookies. Ain't going in, it's spookies.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yep.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Ah, bedroom.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Saving.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Molly.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
No dinner.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Hamster.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone.
No. What about Halloween sweets? Toothpaste.
I kept eating and eating.
It's a toothpaste.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Yum 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 yum. I don't think that's good for you.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
Hey, chirp chirp.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
Meow.
I tried to be quiet.
Get up.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Sure. Hey there, buddy. I'm a pretty cat. Meow. I have no idea where I'm going. Munchins. Oh, what's some munchins? The chicken nuggets.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Meow.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
Yay.
Now I was up in the big tree.
Ooh.
I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Yeah, I want a birdie. Eat a birdie. Eat a birdie.
I gobbled her up,
You gobbled it up.
and suddenly I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Aha. Got him. We got a rabbit.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Oh, naughty.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Yeah, the cake. Don't get the wobbles.
A mama rabbit.
Oh. Mama rabbit. Oh. We got it. We got it. We got it.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Nom 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 nom.
Suddenly, I was a shark.
What the fuck? Ooh, that hurts. Okay. Now I'm a shark. Shit.
I rolled off the cliff and into the ocean.
Yay!
Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Whoopsie.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Yeah! Not the skinny ones, but the fat, juicy ones. How do you see this thing? We got it.
I tore off her flipper and it tasted really good.
Better go for more then.
Grabbed on tight.
Yeah.
Hey,
Lynn, how you doing, Collier?
Jumped out of the water. When I opened
Oh
my
shit,
eyes,
yeah, King's Quest.
everything changed.
Tomorrow. Remind me tomorrow. Oh, I'm a snake now.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I'm a monster. You're doing absolutely terrible. Is it the heat? Because it is sweaty. It's fucking hot.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh look, it's a person. It's a person. Yeah. we got a person.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Yeah. You're in a rehab facility. No, what happened? What's the matter? Last time we saw you, you met a new fella. Yeah, we got a new person. Oh, no bloody hell. What on earth do you want to go that far on this for?
As the last passenger, I was still hungry. smelled of
Yeah, well, he's in the right place now,
something I
anyway.
had to have, so I swam towards it.
Ooh. Lucky on dice. Do.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Ooh. A good smell in the pipe. Oh, here we go. It's a toilet. Enjoy.
I got closer and closer.
Oh. Da. You're sneaking into things.
All of my stomach started growling.
Eat cake.
And suddenly,
Oh.
I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
No. Kind of creepy. A bit on the strange side. It is. No.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay. Looks like we're going this way then. Do.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Sounds like Edie could be a bit of a nut.
Her room was like a museum.
I remember those.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Johan?
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
I'm just trying to process the fact that they've actually put their house on a boat.
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Ooh.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Ah. Gone through that.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long way.
Fucking hell, she's a quick draw, isn't she?
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Ooh, newspaper.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time. When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't. Even in her 90s, Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
That's a bit like a fucking nut if you ask me. Oh my fucking god, that is awesome. Look at that. Pink fluffy shit. My god, that's ghastly. Oh my god. Fucking hell, look at that carpet.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Pink be damned, shit it out.
It was a pretty big trace.
Nothing like the nothing like the class. With a fucking patio chair in the bath. Oh damn, man. Oh. There's a secret in the bathroom.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
Ooh.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Ah. I love secret panels and rooms and stuff. I love to have in a house where it's got like a secret room in. That'd be just fucking
Sven
awesome.
gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never
Oh, getting smaller. Push it away. Don't want it. Oh, saving.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Command center.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Oh man, this is fucking mental. Ooh.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
That was it. Oh, hello. My leg. Da, da, da. In. Oh, I think okay.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't.
Oh.
I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Yeah. I wanna fly.
Sam, Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
Oh, okay, we gotta go around, is it?
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Oh, fuck. Shit.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Back off,
Maybe
man.
if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Oh, we're getting it. Damn. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here. You feel woozy, so do I. Whoa!
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Kevin's story felt strangely familiar.
Oof.
When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Oh.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
Oh, damn. I could almost feel that. That's what I was thinking about it. I was just like, oh.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
That's cool. This house is crazy with all the little secret things.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd
Oh,
obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Where are we now?
Growing up, I
we're
always
saving,
thought of
we're
Barbara
saving.
as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
What are we doing?
Of all the
Dreadful
stories people wrote
stories.
about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been.
That's not very nice.
But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Oh dear.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box.
Ooh.
The secret is to keep winding and winding
And winding.
until finally the key pops out.
Oh.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned.
A whole 20
So
minutes.
Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Dun, dun, dun.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
What are we going to find down here then, peeps?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, okay, we got a weapon. Oh look, bloody footprint. Oh, bloody footprints, handprints. Yeah, smashing.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Oh, nothing nice over here.
Oh, Finch rattled and grew still.
We're gonna find a body.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
Just off with him.
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show.
Ooh. Not the late picture show. Not the late picture show, but the late
Walter,
picture show.
what's going on up there?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Yeah. Oh, we got smacky. Oh, what's this music from? It reminds me of something. Uh-oh. Walter.
Walter, are you there? Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a
From
steel
The
hook for a
Exorcist.
hand.
Yeah.
Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any
That's right,
suspicious
I've never seen that
activity.
film. And I'm into my films.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And strange was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Yeah.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Move a secret tunnel. Da-da-da.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned.
Oopsie.
But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Yeah. With a clutch. The body's gonna be gone now, isn't it?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Got a doorbell. Yes, King 13, yeah, I remember that one.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh shit.
Oh dear.
Oh, you were gonna say, oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night.
Oh.
And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
Her ear. Oh dear.
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Oh, fuck off!
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
We've been that way, haven't we? Haven't we?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left. It's funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Finch, isn't it?
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
I guess we're going down then and open up the cellar. Do. Aha! We got the key! Dun, dun. What an interesting game this. How big is this basement? It's fucking huge.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Woods.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Yeah. I want these.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter
got
had
electricity
gone.
now.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten.
I'm not for anything off it, so don't be surprised. I'm laughing at that. You know me, I'm a big idiot.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Oh, this chap lived downstairs.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Okay, now, man. Vibration. Controller feels like it's going to fall apart.
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Ah, almost friendly. Not friendly, but almost friendly. It's a little bit out.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
What is he eating?
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Hello?
I'm done waiting.
Are you? Okay.
I have to leave. Well, I still can.
Aha. Okie. Boop, boop. This house is cray-cray.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe this is all a mistake.
Maybe.
But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Yes, we're ready for it.
I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Sometimes it does. It all depends on how zoomed in I am at the thing. I'll turn that down a bit. Settings. No, it's there, I'll turn that down a wee bit. It's not actually, it's
I don't mind if I only have a year left.
It's intriguing, isn't it? It's
or a month.
It's different. It's kind of different and refreshing.
I'd be happy with one new
With a
day.
bit of a headfuck story, which is kind of stuff I like.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Oops.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Oh dear.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
Guess we're going this way. Wouldn't it be awesome to have a house with a bunker
Maybe she was
underneath
afraid I'd
it?
end up like Walter.
It's
But
so
if she
cool.
never told me about an uncle under the house,
That's kind of freaky, man,
I
isn't
can
it?
only imagine
Someone
what
living
else
for like
she was
30 years
hiding.
underneath your own house. That's quite.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh, we're saving.
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two,
Maybe 3, you never know with this
I
fucking
thought it
family.
was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Oh. Path. Okay.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
Fucking chair in a tree.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Well, they're still working.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
We're going over here then.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Yeah, because I don't know where I'm going, that's why.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Boopty boopty boop.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness,
It's one fucked up house, but it's
any
also
of
kind
it
of cool.
seems possible.
Also, with all these special little secrets and secret rooms and passageways and that. I love that. Good.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to
Oh,
it.
look, a push bike, which looks like hardly any rust on it.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Oh. Lily
It's
Payne, how
embarrassing
you
for
doing,
me
my
to
dear?
admit this, but
Welcome.
the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable.
Okay. How's it going? It's
Three
going
of the
pretty
gerbils are
good.
mine, and
Pretty good.
two
And
have
yourself?
been my fault.
Hope you're having an awesome day.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Great night last night, now just tired and full. Awesome.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Hey, Puff, can we have a shout out for Lily, please? Got a show with Jammy Love. We does indeed.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Doo-doo. You can't go read. Oh, okay. I can see you've been playing read. Woohoo! Awesome. Go for it. Da-da-da. Oh, don't talk to me about seizures. I know about those. I have them
The
myself.
east side was always easier for me to understand.
Bloody horrible things. Absolutely horrible.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Catch-22 with me. The doctors don't know what's caused them, so
Her dad had
I'm
been
in
pretty
limbo
strict,
with
but
the-
it wasn't enough to save
limbo
her
with the
brothers.
doctor's
She was just
hospital.
trying to do better.
I can't be signed. I can't because I've not been diagnosed with anything 400%. I can't be. No, I can't have nothing on the paperwork, which
There's so
makes
many
things a
things I
nightmare.
wish I could ask my mom now.
Really glad to give you.
Part
Yes.
of me thinks
Oh yeah,
this
like
is what she
sound right.
wanted
It's
all
good
along.
to. That is
For
good
me to
news.
come back someday.
I'm not going to say
And find
I'm
everything out for myself.
you know, whether you like for it or against it. You know what I mean? Like that's irrelevant, really, isn't it? It's nice to have your category where you can go. Hey, that's me. Good to do. That is what we call awesome.
So they're right now. Okay.
But looking back on it now,
Well, that'd be cool. I know a lot of work goes into it.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yep. Oh. Oh. Yeah, we made it, we made it, we made it.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Wait, hang on a minute, let me, I'm not... There we go. Drop a follow. That'd be interesting to see that. I would indeed. I would. Open the window. Open it.
They were both pretty intense.
Oopsie. I'm gonna name that Fred. I am.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
And he roasted in here. It is absolutely boiling. Looked at the thermostat earlier. It was like 29 degrees. It's like, no wonder it's hot. Da-da-da-da-da-da. What are we doing? Ooh.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never
Yeah.
forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These
Yeah.
memories are going to last a lifetime.
We don't have ACs in this country, which is a pain in the ass.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Not quite.
What?
Perfect.
Ah, we got a thing. Da-da-da.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Your dog's good. Hey. Oh no, that's it. No, like I said, here in the UK, we don't really need you know, it doesn't normally get
Never
hot enough to
forget
need
this
a
weekend, Dad.
AC system.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Yeah. I got my old man's camera. We refurbished it a while back. Oh, they're
You're
pretty
right,
good.
Dad. It's starting to
Doo-doo.
clear up. Aw. Still freezing, though.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't even know where you could get one in UK air conditioning. Like, it's not that kind of readily available thing we have around here. It's more for commercial more than anything. Gotta take pictures of
Definitely
things.
should not have drunk all that coffee.
He's taking the piss.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
I
Hold
think
still while I take a picture of
yes,
you.
but you know, it's always be
I'm just
order
saying,
online.
I'm not always gonna be here, Don.
Yeah.
You'll need to remember this stuff if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know
Yeah,
who else thought
Vizon.
he was gonna be fine?
Vizon is
Some
awesome.
guy who died.
Don.
You always get
I'm being
anything on
serious.
Vizon, can't you?
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
I know.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
I can't find any wumbles.
We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
I get that sometimes. My bots.
I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot
It's
a
like
buck for
someone's
you
following
in
me.
no
It's like,
time.
oh, okay.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
A stag. Woohoo!
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Woohoo! D-Life. I've actually been D-Life for ages. Yeah, saying about thank you for following. Always try to say thank you. It's all about love. It is. It's all about love. Do-do. Oh, hello.
Dad, I...
Yeah, we got a picture. We got the picture. We got the picture.
Let me get behind you.
Oh.
Do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need Great shot,
It was 5
Don.
hours. Oh, man. Oh, dear.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Okay. He's proud of me. He is. Oh.
Sorry, Don. Just gotta reset the timer.
Terrible parents, I know this. Da-da-da.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
It's totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about
Like. Oops.
Of all these stories, that's
Kinda.
the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
I think that's what made me laugh so much. It's just like, whoopsie. So your poetic justice nonsense. Oh, hang on, is it? Okay, good. Oh, wait. Good day. Yeah, it's kind of like all different sort of weird stories, kind of messed up and all. It's kind of interesting, nicely written, and oh, yeah, probably.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Actually, I'll be honest, it's kind of an interesting game. I mean, kind of feels like a vibe is either based on a film or could be turned into a film really well. Awesome. Awesome. Oh, what's on here? Actually, no, like Lily, you say American. No, they're actually based in Norwegian. I remember now because they said they're from Norway.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
What the fuck?
I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
I want a foggy. Yeah. I didn't know it's a flag, but then again, even over here we got the, you know, like it's funny.
Over, Gregory.
US flag. Yeah.
Hold on, sweetie.
Could be. Yeah.
Hello?
Oh, I'm controlling the fog.
I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like. It reminded me so much of Calvin. Lost in his imagination. Whatever it was he saw. Sure made it.
Oh, I wish I had a bath. I could have rubber duckies again. Oh.
I know how silly it sounds. But I worried about the baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
Oh.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I was enjoying my bath.
Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
Uh-oh.
I wish he could have told us.
Oh, I see where it's going with this.
About the world he saw.
No!
There's so much. Gregory.
I'm a foggy.
About everything.
Cool.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault.
No! Uh-oh.
I'm sure he's happy. Like he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Ooh. No. What's the next story then? Oh, okay.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh dear.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. I can't imagine what it was like for her to lose 2 sons after she'd already lost 2
Is that
brothers.
a fireman's pole? Oh, I want a fireman's pole now.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Cool. Where do we go from here then? I thought that was whips, but it's not skipping ropes, isn't it? I'm totally innocent, honest. But then, is there anything else up here? I don't think there is, but I got a feeling there. I don't think there is, but I got a feeling there. Do 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 do. Eee. Oh, we got a little loady, thing there. See what we can do to get in and out of here.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Hi, Beck. How's it going? And welcome. Welcome. How are you? Hope all is awesome. I hope everything is awesome. I don't think we need to go too far. I don't think... There's got to be something else around here. You're fine, awesome. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Any stuff going on here? We have. Don't think we. I think it's going to go backwards on this. So far we haven't needed to go back on ourselves, per se. So I'm kinda thinking there's another way out from here. So I'm probably wrong. Yes.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry. And
I knew this one.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard.
Ice water.
Before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Kite! Let's go fly a kite up to the stars bright.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Whee!
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Na 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 na. Whee! Oopsie. I'm terrible at kites. I am.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Gotta get the birdies. Whee! Gotta get the birdies. Squirrel!
Wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans.
Rex, thank you for the follow.
I gotta follow. Mom, get the camera!
The rain came down in buckets, and no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Oh, I know. We're breaking things.
Thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power.
Squirrel.
All my father said to this was, make the music louder.
Oh, hello. Damn. Uh-oh. What's it? Let's go fly a kite.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day.
It's
Out
it's
there
a
on
squid.
the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Oops. Oh dear. Go to
She
picture.
never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Gus got the Gus bit with dust. With a bit of gust. I don't think there's any more up there now. Perhaps we do need to leave out here. I think we might have to get out of here and go up around the corner and go around the thing and do the cake. Again. It's a snake. I don't think this is right. I'm pretty sure I need to go up. Do-do-do. Yes. Yes, Prophet, my little chicken nugget. Yes. Actually, I know he loves me really. Only a little bit, mind. Only about, I don't know, that much. Our little secrets. I love everybody. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Not gonna ask for a car. I've heard that line before somewhere. I'm not gonna ask for a card. You love the Beatles? Yeah, innit? Beatles are awesome. The Yellow Submarine, what an awesome film that is. Hey, what? I got to work out. I'm hoping Rabbit's reporting issues with their website. I'm hoping they sort it out because first movie night's on Tuesday. So Bex, if you want to join in with us, you're more than welcome to join the Discord. Love a bit of jam. Tuesday nights, hopefully to have a movie night on Rabbit. Not quite sure what we're going to watch yet. I have to see what. BRB, okie dokies, and thank you for hitting the tips. Very much. Ah, I knew this. I thought I was missing something.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation.
Unless I had to do the
and
other
got a
bit
job
first, but not
teaching
this
English.
bit.
Lewis was born a year later.
You just watched the movie yesterday, did you? Awesome.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
We all
I'm
yellow
sure Edith
in
was
the
happy
yellow
to have her back.
submarine.
And to see kids in the house again.
Angel Light. I'm gonna check if Angel Light's. I think
The house had to
updated
get
the
a little
code for
bigger,
bots
but
the other day,
Edie was used to that.
and I can't remember if I updated the bots ignore list. To check on that one. I will.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Almost normal.
But it didn't last.
It does. Oh, shit.
Beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
I want to count. I'm chicken nuggets now. Ah. Little stories in this film, in this game, can make some really interesting movie or even TV show or something.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Ooh, the magic paintbrush. I think it. Did I not read? Ah. Inception. Okay, that was quite cool. Scribble, scribble.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
No.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
That's the door you went to spin into, I suppose. You can't look, it's got footprints and everything. God damn.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Goes around here. Oh, okay. We've got to go around. Do 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 do.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
I don't think we go this way. Oh, hang on. Oh, maybe we do.
Louis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Hint, hint. Oh, short letter.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Louis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Louis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously.
Crazy.
I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss, but he said Louis had become a model employee.
Oh, fuck it up.
Methodical, tireless, focused.
I forgot all about that one.
Like a whole new Louis. So I let him go on.
Yes.
I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Ah. A doggy.
On the edge of a city he named Louis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
Right, this is getting weird.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger.
Look at fish.
No longer spoke at the cannery. But but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Yes!
He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him.
Oh, okay.
He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. Near Louisville.
Well, with this kind of imagination, you think you can think of me better names.
St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
It's crazy.
Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for...
Oh, let's make it radiant rainbows.
Radiant rainbows.
Yeah!
He followed the sound of her electric sitar.
If you've got to make it cray-cray, why not?
His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Oops.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming.
Maybe.
And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay.
He began to forget the world we know.
Crazy.
I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
I don't know, what do we need to do then? What do we need to go there, do we? Could we?
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder.
No.
The palace would be packed with his companions.
They haven't got any faces. Where's the faces? Where's the faces?
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him. His queen waited, holding his crown.
Yay, my queen!
There was only one thing left to do.
Have cake.
Bend down his head.
Oh, fucking hell.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
God damn it.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Oopsie.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Nope.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
This is one crazy madhouse house.
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
I hate to decorate. I'd hate to be the one decorating the house.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Ooh. Edith.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Oh.
Edith, you're excused.
I'm going. I'm like, I'm not there.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
The other entrance. Oh. Welcome back, Prophet.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
History of the Finches. Edith Finch.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Ooh.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Dun-dun-dun. It went way, way out.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I can't see fuck all.
I got turned around.
Dun, dun, dun.
I started seeing things.
That's a stag.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Ooh. Destined phone beam.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends.
Ah, stuff.
That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Ooh. All
Or
coming
maybe
back to
I
me.
came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go.
No!
I kicked and screamed, but...
My book.
Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
No. Granny.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
You fucking went out there. She was like, boom.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Yes. Ah, did the plane thing.
A few years went by.
Plane thing. Oh, yeah, do.
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Mom!
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Oh. Not enough jam.
And then I was alone.
all by myself.
The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you.
Me?
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things.
Maybe.
But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you.
Hi.
And tell you all these stories myself.
Is this what I think it is?
But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh. Okay. That is one cray house made. With a shit boated on. Oh, that's nice. Well, peeps, looks like we completed that one. Well, peeps, we're not different. Whole game done in 2 hours. Woohoo! I got a bit of a story that was actually really good. I enjoyed that. Made a nice little difference. But anyway, peeps, it's been awesome. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you all very much for joining. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate if you hit that follow button if you haven't already. And I hope to see you again soon. You all take care. Have a good one, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace out all. Take care.